Fashion rock is a subgenre I never would have thought meant anything or had any substance to it if I had not seen Palaye Royale live a few years ago. After seeing the band perform, hearing their music over the years, and understanding that their sound can back up their flamboyance, I realized that this group actually has something unique. It's on the group's third album, The Bastards, where they attempt to show they belong in the rock scene. I do feel that when casual rock fans, or even mainstream rock fans, look at Palaye Royale, they don't give them a fair chance, and they see them as a gimmicky pop rock band. That's honestly not true. The group knows what they're doing in the rock scene, and they are winning people over the old-fashioned way. While including fashion. Canada's silk-rocking, fashion show-performing group has broken through in many platforms, and even though there have been run-ins with the law and being banned from venues that gotten in their way, the group is gaining an ever-growing following for good reasons. The Bastards, running 14 tracks, most of which hover around 3 minutes long, has a narrative of being set in the late 1800s on a dystopian island where free thinking and artistry is intended, but it all eventually devolves to politics and evil. That theme isn't completely highlighted throughout the album, as several songs do deal with personal situations with Remington and other band members, but the intended goal is to be artsy and setting a crushing thematic. As you go through the album, you definitely get that feeling of a bleak world and crushing environment. I've seen Palaye Royale live twice over the past few years, and their presence has definitely grown. The Bastards is my first full listen to an album from them, so I was really excited to actually hear what they can do in 2020, especially with a concept. Little Bastards, the title track technically, is a decent little opener for the album. The na-na chorus gets stuck in your head, and I do feel as a single it's not the strongest showcase of what the band can do, but it still works in some areas with the energy kicking in at the bridge. It's fine overall. Lonely has a unique vocal effect to make it feel like the words are being chanted at certain moments. The walking melody is smooth and plodding, leading up to a message-style chorus. Lyrically, this track is what you think of someone being alone and all the terrible things going on in a person's life. It's almost a trope at points, but it's interesting to hear at least, and from what I understand, this is one of the more personal tracks. Hang On to Yourself, Love and Automatic has a heavy rhythm, and this almost has a slight dance vibe to it, potential remix value at least. It has a good idea, and the rhythm is strong. The chorus definitely has that hook, but I just wish the tempo and pace were a touch faster. It's begging for everything to be moving a little bit quicker. That statement of wishing the pace and rhythm were a touch faster is something I'm going to be going on for many other tracks. These songs sound solid. I just wish there was a little more fire and energy in the delivery. Massacre has a great groove, and the bass and guitars are clear and strong. This, I feel, has more life and motion. Lyrically, it's much stronger with the American Dream, and the entire band sounding like they're in sync. This is the best single, and I hope they push this track live in the future, because this is the style Palaye Royale should be known for. It's a live wire and shows what the band can offer for rock fans. Anxiety revels in distortion and a forced vocal effect like through a megaphone or amplifier. It sets a gritty mood in the verses that lead to a drum-heavy chorus. It's the right level of noise and volume changes to feel angry, but not without direction. It works. Tonight Is the Night I Die greatly changes the tone from the previous track in that the pace is brought down much slower. This song has a cinematic style for the first minute until Remington picks up a quicker delivery, just then to go a touch slower. It sounds like a lot, but the song sets a mood. Not bad, even if I could have been benefited from a more consistent tone throughout. I'm not saying the name of this track for fear of demonetization, but it has another good hook with the chorus line and delivery. It has clashing static guitars, but this is another song proving the bass and drums have a serious presence for the band. It's a bit unlevel on the guitar tracks, but it still works. Nervous Breakdown has a strong intro riff and has some variety, which is nice, but it's at this point where I feel my biggest problem comes in with the Bastards. Remington has a good voice, and on a song like this, he could showcase his volume and range a little more in different styles. In many other songs here, it's modded or distorted, and that is so unnecessary. Nightmares Coming Down has a great feedback vibe to start, and this is where the guitars really kick in, and there is such a dynamic and stadium rock vibe. I really think Palaye Royale should use this song as a standard. The instrument work across the board is good, the vocals come in better, and the chorus is solid. The song is great. Masochist has a gritty low vibe, but still carries a bit of energy. It's another situation where I wish the pace was picked up a bit more and the bridge wasn't dragged out, but I still think it's fine with the booming drum work and loud chorus. This one feels like another movie soundtrack also. Doom Empty drops the sound even more, and it's a shame because I do like the hook of I'm empty, so empty, but wow, this song drags. It gets to the point of being background noise, and it's hard to really go back to this one. Black Sheep has that movement I was hoping for from the band. Guitar notes during the quiet moments and a punchy chorus. There are transitions of a good flow from point A to point B. Remington sounds fine, the riffs are are fun, all instruments sound solid, this is a quality album inclusion. Stay, I feel, would have been a solid track and stood out as a slower, brooding song, but the other slower, low-sounding tracks with the quiet moments dilute the impact that Stay has. It's not bad, but when you put Stay with the other drawn-out songs on here, it doesn't stick out well. And finally, Redeemer hits the brakes even more with a soft ballad opening. The piano and strings are nice, Remington is just above a whisper in the beginning, and it feels drowned out, but after that it definitely picks up. It's a solid enough album closer and wraps everything up decently. This feels like a short album despite the track count. There is definitely a feeling of bloat and filler at points, but the high points do stand out, and I can't stress enough that the strength of Palaye Royale on this album is the instrument work, especially in the rhythm section. The bass and drums are killer. You won't hear a ton of guitar shredding or solos, and the vocals are unnecessarily altered at moments, but there are songs that definitely shine. Overall, The Bastards revels in a low, gritty sound that exposes frustration and misery through loneliness. The standout songs make the album worth listening to, and Palaye Royale are able to show off a strong rhythm section. Royal Council fans will be pleased, and the standout tracks should win new fans over, especially in the future when these songs can be performed live. What do you think of Palaye Royale and The Bastards? Leave a comment and let everyone know. Big thanks to my patrons and a special thanks to Dom Smith and Brandon Barenfeld. You too can have a say in upcoming videos and vote on album reviews and other things if you support Rock through Patreon. Just $2 a month goes a long way. Click on the link in the video description and info card for more info. Please subscribe to stay notified on upcoming videos. You can check out my concert photography on Instagram, and you can keep up to date with Rocked on Facebook and Twitter.